What's good, my people? You already know what it is. It's your boy, Probably Chris. And look, man, today I'm going to be talking about Deontay motherfucking Wilder, the Bronze Bomber. Bomb Squad! Nah, real shit, though, man. Look, what did y'all think about that motherfucking fight, bro, against Chisora? You know, the way I seen it, man, it looked like two unks at the barbecue fighting, bro. y'all already know how Wilder fights, bro. It's in his name. He fights wild as hell. And that fight, man, was one of the sloppiest. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was low key entertaining. Like I said, bro, like watching two family members get into it at the in the backyard type shit. Like, and they just scrapping, right? No skill, no nothing, just throwing hands and going at it. That's kind of what it felt like. So it was entertainment in that way. But as a fucking, as a real boxing fan, like a boxing purist, hell no. Nah. Ain't nobody gonna watch that for no boxing, bro. But come on, man. It's Wilder. It's Deontay, bro. We already know what he does. He's got that right hand. That's his moneymaker right there. And shit, he motherfucker was swinging, ah, just swinging all crazy everywhere like he always does. But shit, he connected some of them. And I give props to Chisora, bro, because he actually, the motherfucker he stood some shots, bro. And Wilder did too, man. Y'all know Wilder ain't slick. Wilder gets touched too. He's been dropped before. So, we knew it was just gonna be one of them type of fights, bro. It was gonna be a slugfest. I think everybody knew what it was gonna be. But like I said, man, it was definitely kind of entertaining. I ain't gonna say like I was like, oh my god, damn, that's beautiful, wow, great technique. Nah, bro, it was more like, oh shit, they falling out the ring and shit. What the fuck? They wrestling, like that's what it felt like. But hey, man, either way, at the end of the day, man, we ain't really got too many heavyweights doing like some big motherfucking thing out there. Like, I mean, we already know the usuals, right? We know the AJs, we know the Usyks, we know who else? We got the Dubois, all that. Like the Furies, the Tyson Fury. We've seen, most of these guys do their thing, but I'm kind of getting bored, Like I kind of want to switch it up a little bit. And the fight the other night, like I said, man, it brought some of that a little bit of excitement. But at the same time, man, like let's keep it real, because that's what I do on this channel. Let's keep it real, right? Sloppy ass fight. Um, like I said, entertaining as far as like as a brawl type shit, but even that, it wasn't like, oh my god, like that shit wasn't, there was nothing crazy really, no crazy knockouts, no crazy connections, and nothing like that. There was some crazy interactions as far as falling out the ring. There was, I think, two knockdowns that were actually called in the fight. One against Deontay, which y'all know was a motherfucker, bro. That was a motherfucking slip. I don't think Deontay got rocked on that one, but either way, don't even matter. Deontay won at the end of the night, sloppy fight, doesn't really matter, because what I'm heading to is like, what's next now? Like for Deontay, he won this fight, right? So, and if y'all saw him celebrating in the back, like he was excited for it. He was celebrating it like it was something big. I mean, he's coming off a couple losses and shit. So, I mean, it's got to feel good for him to finally get a dub back. But did Deontay get soft on us? Because, man, I swear I remember Deontay saying he wanted to catch a body back in the day. Now, I'm not condoning that, but it's part of the sport, right? Like people, they know what they signed up for. Like obviously, like I don't think anybody's truly trying to kill somebody in there. Maybe there is some. I don't know. It seemed like Deontay used to be that type back in the day, but I don't know, man. Like I think they are all trying to knock each other out, hurt each other, but I don't think they wish death upon each other. But Deontay said some wild shit like that back in the day, right? Obviously, I didn't take it 100% to heart, and I didn't take it like seriously, but I knew what he meant. He had that killer mentality that, hey, if I'm stepping in the ring and I could die, I'm willing to kill. So I was like, hey, man, I could low key, as brutal or vicious as it sounds, bro, like I can respect that, because y'all are stepping inside a motherfucking ring where you could die, bro. We've seen motherfuckers die in boxing. We've seen people, end up with brain injuries or, with later on in life they can't talk. An example, Muhammad Ali, like shit, Pritchard Cologne, man. I feel sorry for the guy. He was a great boxer, but hit too much in the back of the head, and now he's, like, yeah, he's a paraplegic basically, right? He's in a wheelchair. He gotta be fed through straws, and like, man, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing cool, bro. But those are the risks that these guys take. So, which is why I respect every boxer, bro. I might be on this channel, maybe some might say, hey man, this guy's not as skilled as this guy, or this guy's, resume might not be as good as this guy's, but as you can hear, I'm just comparing, right, to other fighters because this is the sport they're in. So I'm gonna compare with their with the people that are, in the same sports or same division, same whatever. I'm going to compare it just because that's what analysts do, bro. I'm not saying I'm a professional analyst, but I mean, that's what I'm right now. I'm on YouTube fucking analyzing the game. I watch the fight, and I'm giving my opinion. I'm nobody though, right? I'm not a professional boxer. I'm not a professional coach. I'm not nothing like that. I'm just a big fan of the game, man. Of boxing. I've been watching this shit since I was a kid. Like I'm Mexican, so that shit's always in the background at parties since I was a little kid, right? I'm 35 years old now. So since I was a little kid, bro, we had Oscar de la Hoya, we had fucking Aldo Barrera, Eric Morales, I already said Marco Antonio Barrera. We had fucking um, Julio Cesar Chavez, obviously. We watched Mayweather, we watched Sugar Shane Mosley. Fuck, my favorite fighter back in the day, like growing up, was Roy Jones Jr. So, we boxing was just always in the background in my house, whether I was an actual fan of it or not as a kid. But when I turned like 19, 20, and I had my own apartment, living with my girl, I had kids, I was a family man at 19, 20. Instead of going out on the weekends, I started just chilling at the crib on Saturday nights, Friday nights, Sunday nights, whatever. Every Saturday nights, I remember they had HBO boxing at night, or HBO after dark, or HBO. I forgot what the fuck it was called, but it was boxing at night, bro. And man, ever since I was like 20 years old, to now, so 15 years now, bro, I've been doing nothing but watching boxing. I'm a fat motherfucker right now. I gained some weight. I got a girl, she knows how to cook or whatever. But besides that, but I like to box. I was never an amateur. I've never amateured boxed. I've never professionally boxed, but I like it as a workout, man. It's a great workout. And like I said, since I watch it, it's just something that I like to do in the gym or whatever. Got to get back in there. But either way, I'm not gonna say really criticize. I might actually criticize here and there, but obviously I'm nobody to really, y'all ain't got to take my word like that. I'm just stating my opinion. Y'all motherfuckers might have the same opinions, and if you do, shit, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Or if you have opposing opinions, shit, that's cool too, bro. I don't mind discussing boxing. That's why I started this channel, because I want to just talk with the community, bro. I feel like the community just needs a voice to talk to, bro. And I'm the type of dude that's like, man, y'all comment what y'all want to talk about, and I'm gonna talk about it. And if you disagree with me, that's cool, bro. We can have a conversation. So, like I said, man, I'm gonna be criticizing a few people. Sorry, I did this whole speech right now because this is my first video. So I'm just letting y'all know that that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna just be analyzing the game, talking about what I like, who I think is, gonna be doing the next big thing, what boxers, stand out, what boxers are doing bad, like it's just part of the game, bro. That's all I'm doing is giving my opinion. So at the end of the day, I respect all motherfucking boxers though, bro, because they're getting in there. Like I said, they're putting their lives up, for our entertainment, bro, which is fucking crazy. But I mean, they're getting paid handsomely for it, but still, bro, like they could have chosen anything else, right? But so at the end of the day, man, just take my words with respect. Like I said, I don't be shitting on motherfuckers, but I will state my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right. Doesn't mean I'm wrong. Just that's my opinion. And if y'all think I'm right, let me know. If you think I'm wrong, let me know. But either way, Deontay, man, he had that killer mentality, man, and his ass, bro, he just said something in the post press conference. He might have also said it. Yeah, he said it right after, right in the ring interview, right, the in ring interview, right after the fight. He said that he told Derek that he loved him, that he wanted to see him go to his family, and that they're brothers, and that they shouldn't really hurt each other like that. And it's like, bro, look, I get what he's trying to say as far as like, man, look, bro, they're using us for entertainment. We should be looking out for each other, blah, blah, blah. I get that. Like, that's awesome that now, Deontay's getting older. He's getting more mature, wiser, and he's realizing that this probably might not be for him, bro. Or like he's looking at it like, why are we doing this? Why are we being savages, bro? For some money, for some entertainment? Like, that's fucked up. We got to go home to our family. But my boy, that's the fighting game, bro. That's combat sports. That's what you signed up for, bro. And that's the only reason why I asked, like, what do y'all think is next for Deontay, bro? Because to me, him saying that shit is kind of him almost saying, "Hey, bro, I'm like, what am I doing? why are we doing this shit to each other? Like, I don't need to do this anymore. So I don't know, man. I low key that almost sounds like some retirement words to me. He didn't say he's gonna retire, right? But if you're already talking or thinking like that, man, then that's you got one foot out the door, bro. And man, Dana White, bro. I don't know if y'all fuck with MMA, right? But I fuck with UFC as well. I like fighting, bro. I just like fighting overall. So in UFC, Dana White from the UFC says it best. He says, "Man, when a guy, because they asked him, right, like, what do you think when a guy says that, he's thinking about retirement?" He's like, "Well, he should." He's like, he's like, "This is a brutal sport. It's a violent sport. There's always a hungrier lion, young guy that doesn't give a fuck how you feel, right? Like, you might be maturing, thinking that you're gonna be, oh man, I'm wising up, and I don't think I should be doing this. Cool. The young dude's not thinking that. The young dude's the savage right now, coming in to kill. So he's not gonna be like, oh, you know what? He's saying we should love each other. We should love each other, man, and we should be more nice to each other in the ring. Hey, bro, he's looking at you like you fucking easy prey, bro. Like, this dude weak as fuck. I'm about to kill him, right? Because that's what a young lion does, bro. When the young buck comes in, he's not coming in like, oh my god. Some might have that what's that shit called? That what's that shit like where they kind of look up to you still, right? Because they're so brand new to the game, and it's like they're fighting their heroes type shit, So they might have that respect, like because yeah, just respect out of like, oh wow, like meeting my hero type shit. But bro, they're not gonna spare you, bro. They're trying to get to where you've already been, right? Like for example, Deontay already got the belts. Deontay's been at the top. Deontay got all the money, so that's why, like, I completely understand why he feels the way he feels. But bro, you can't be feeling like that in a fighting game, right? In the fight game, bro, because like I said, the next guy up, bro. Hey, my bad, y'all. My shit cut off, but oh yeah, like I was saying, man, the next guy up, bro, is ready to rip your fucking head off, bro. So you can't go in there with that soft heart, that soft mentality, bro. Like I said, as a man, he's growing, and that's awesome, man, because he's got his family, he's got his kids. He already made the money. He already got the belts. So he don't need to do this shit no more. So if he retires, man, I completely 100% like, bro, do it. Like like I said, if you're feeling like, man, I don't need to do this no more. Like, why am I doing it? If you're questioning yourself, bro, retire, man. You got some good money, bro. You got beautiful kids. You got, I think, like 7 kids. That's crazy, bro. That's a beautiful family. Raise your family, man. Fucking start a YouTube channel or do some other shit, bro. Like, do something to, like, you seen like Rampage Jackson, bro, for example. That motherfucker rebuilt himself. He was a great fighter in the UFC, got dropped from the UFC, or I don't know if he retired. I don't know what happened. I think he left. I don't know. I don't know the exact thing. There's kind of a backstory that I kind of know, but I'm not 100% about it. But it basically, it was a Reebok deal and all this bullshit. He ended up leaving. Um, and then he kind of, I'm not going to say he fell off because I always knew him. But yeah, he probably fell off to the newer people coming in, learning about, watching UFC. But look at him now. He started just streaming, living his life. I mean, he's single. So if you're married, Deontay, do your family thing. But just find something, bro. Find something that's gonna, bring you income. You're Deontay Wilder, bro. You can make appearances. You can still, do shit and make money, bro. You don't need to fight. So that's what I personally think. Like, he's ready for retirement. I'm not gonna tell him. Obviously, who the fuck am I to tell him what to do? But my boy, you made your money. You did your thing already. You've been champion, bro. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You lost, but the fuck, it's the heavyweight division, bro. And you started when you were 20 years old. So like, and not no disrespectful shit, but like, he's clearly not one of the most technical or most skilled boxers, right? Like pure boxers. But look how far he got. He just That's what I'm saying, bro. He's got that monster right hand, bro, that could end it all for anybody. So hey, props to Deontay. He did his thing, man. Had his He had nothing but ups and then had a few downs, but bro, you had a great career, bro. If you retire, I don't think anybody's gonna say shit, bro. Like, nobody's gonna feel some type of way. I mean, unless people are still, begging to see that AJ fight. And if, like me personally, I'll definitely watch that fight. Hell yeah. I wanted to watch it like 6, 7 years ago, or however long ago it was. Yeah, like 6 years ago when both of y'all were at the top, undefeated. Fucking all the money was like, bro, y'all were out being offered so much fucking money, but man, fucking boxing politics. That's for another video. But yeah, man. I would be willing to watch that fight. But realistically, I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say, does Deontay? Do y'all really see Deontay winning that fight? Uh, I personally think AJ would win it only because AJ's bro. He's obviously the more skilled boxer. He's a fucking Olympic gold medalist, bro. So he knows how to box, but he has been dropped. Like he's been touched, knocked out. I'm not gonna say he's got a glass chin, bro. Nah, that's disrespectful as fuck for people to say that because the motherfucker. Have you seen him take actual big ass hits and he still stands up, bro? He just fucking had some bad losses, bro. Like everybody, like I said, it's the heavyweight division, bro. Unless you Usyk, who's undefeated, like I don't know what else to tell you, bro. Everybody loses in this division, but yeah, man, fucking what's his name? AJ. AJ, man, I think he's got the upper hand in this if they fight. Like I said, and if Deontay's mentality is to, like halfway out of boxing, bro, like that ain't good to go into this with AJ, bro. He fought who did he fight just recently? Jake Paul, like that. I don't take that as a realistic fight. And then he fought who else? Fucking the other MMA fighter. Fuck his name? Francis Ngannou. All right, they're not real boxers, right? But AJ still, I guess got some working, right? Like he got some working. He's been fighting, and then Deontay, has been coming from a couple losses, getting knocked out and shit. So, and this fight, like I said, it was a sloppy fight. It wasn't the best fight. It was entertaining for like watching two, like guys who are out of their prime, kind of ready to retire, and it's just kind of like a farewell fight. It's like fuck it, go out with a bang, just fucking like backyard fight, But realistically, man, I would give. Man, I don't want to be disrespectful to Deontay because he still's got that puncher chance, bro. He's got that right hand. That's what got him to the top and has always given him a chance. So I can't count him completely out, but nah, bro. I would say Deontay, if you do fight him and get your money, man. Get paid. But realistically, if I had to gamble on that shit, man, I would say AJ wins that. AJ wins that, I don't know if by knockout or how, but for sure AJ wins that. I think Deontay can catch him. Like I said, AJ's been dropped. Wouldn't call him a glass jaw, but he's been dropped. And if he gets caught, leaves his hand down. It's night with fucking Deontay Wilder. But I don't know, man. I don't mind watching that fight, bro. If that's his last hurrah for Deontay, man, good for him. Get that bag, bro. But if not, ain't nothing to be ashamed of, my boy. You had a great career. And at the end of the day, bro, like I said, you got your money, you got the belts, you got the fame. You could continue your life, bro, with your kids and live comfortably, man, and keep making money, shit. But either way, man, let me know who y'all think would win a fight between AJ and Deontay. Do y'all even want to see that fight? Do y'all think Deontay should retire? Um, like I said, man, I wouldn't mind watching the fight, bro. But if Deontay were to call it quits, bro, go ahead, man. Hurrah. Go on your last hurrah, man. That's it. And just enjoy life, bro. But yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all want to hear about next. And just pay attention to your boy, man. Like I said, I'm new to this shit, but I just want to talk. I just want to talk boxing. Even if y'all disagree with me, man, go ahead. Disagree with me in the comments, but just let's talk boxing, bro. Let's just talk boxing. Let's just keep it real. No bias shit. Let's just keep it real. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, Probably Chris, and I'm out.